ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिम् द्वन्द्वातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं तस्यमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षीभूतं भावातीतं गगनसदृशं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ॐ गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरा गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरुपदं मन्त्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। स्वामी जी महाराज की जय। शिवोहम। We are taking the 22 stanza of chapter 13 Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In this stanza, the Sadguru Satchidananda Paramatma, Lord Krishna, is telling about the unity of the Atma and Paramatma, soul and existence, soul and God. Upadrashta-numanta cha Bharata Bhokta Maheshwara Paramatmeti chapyukto Dehe asmin purusha para Upadrashta anumanta cha Bharata Bhokta Maheshwara Paramatma iti cha api yukta dehe asmin purusha para. Asmin, it means this. Dehe, it means also in the body. Purusha, it means this purest soul. Para, it means the Paramatma, existence. Upadrashta, it means Sakshi, the seer or aware Cha it means and. Anumanta it means the true consultant. Bharta it means the capacitor and nutritional. Bhokta it means availing as the jiva. Maheshwara it means the master of Brahma and other god and goddesses. Cha it means and. Paramatma it means the purest Satchidananda, omnipresent. Iti it means this type. Ukta it means tells. Arjun in this body, the presence of the soul, the really presence of the God Almighty existence. Because when the Sadguru give the Sakshi meditation, so because he see, so he is Sakshi also. Because he gives the true advice or true consent, so it is Upadrashta also. Because he give the true advice, so he is Anumanta also. And he is the basic cause of all nutrition and capacity, so he is the Bharta also. Because he is avail all the pleasure of all sensory organs and all the world, Maya. So he is Upabhokta also. It means he is a taker of all pleasure. Because he is the master of the Brahma even and other god and goddess, so he is the greatest god, Maheshwara. Because he is the pure and purest Satchidananda Ghan Paramatma. This description told by our masters and Rishi Munis. My dear friend, that was the meaning, worldly meaning of this stanza. And we are seeing the deep meaning of this stanza. Sadguru Satchidananda Paramatma, the Lords of the Lords Krishna, which is came on this earth to put this treasure of spirituality for all seekers, coming seekers of this world. Srimad Bhagavad Geeta. In this stanza, Krishna is telling to Arjuna, Arjuna, a blind person who do not know about the real spiritual truth, he think that he is Jiva. But in the real fact, he is not Jiva. Because Jiva is only a stage of the ignorance in the Atma. If you do not know the Atma, at that time you are Jiva. But when you know your Atma, you are not Jiva, you are the purest and purest soul, Paramatma. So the Atma and the Paramatma both are not two things. As I have given the example of my last discourse, I say, when in a room there is a clay pot, that clay pot is having the sky, that is called pot sky, Ghatakash. If we destroy this clay pot, the sky is submerged in the room's sky, that is called Mathakash. And when unfortunately in any way that room or that house is destroyed, that the sky of house and room is dissolved in the Mahakash, great sky. So just like the sky, your Atma is also the presence of Param Atma, the presence of existence. Your Atma is the directly presence of the Almighty God. But when you are sleeping in the dark ignorance of the Maya, what is the Maya? Maya is the lake of your knowing, that the dark is the lake of the light. There is nothing Maya. After enlightenment there is no Maya. Only the Brahma is remaining. But when you are not enlightened, then the Maya can affect on you. So that time, even your Atma is the directly presence of Paramatma, but you never accept and you never feel. You feel that there is no any Paramatma. You are the Jiva. You are the physical, mental and causal body, and you never knows about the real fact that you are not body. You are a pure and purest Atma, as the sky. Sky never attach with the room's material. Sky never attach with the water. Sky never attach with the earth. Sky never attach with any other thing. Sky 100% untouched, unattached, uninvolved. That is a separate micro unit of this world. And I repeat in my discourse, in the comparison of the stone, the sky is very micro and invisible. But in comparison of the sky, the Atma is microest. So the Atma presence is the presence of the God inside. So Atma is the inside God. So there is no need to know the outside God. If you can know your inside God, that will be sufficient for you for liberation. In this stanza, The Krishna is telling the same thing. He is telling, my dear Arjuna, in this body, physical, mental and casual, in these three bodies, something is living in you which is living very separately from these three bodies, that is called Atma, and that Atma is the Paramatma, that Atma is the Supreme God. There is no fraction, division, there is no rare fractions, there is no departments in the Atma. Atma is the unique, like the space. My dear friend, the Krishna is telling in the next part of this stanza, he is telling the Atma is Upadrashta. How the Atma is Upadrashta? Upadrashta, it means the supreme seer, the supreme witness. My dear friends, excuse me, there is no word in your all languages in this world. In this world, there is 300 languages and more than 3,000 dialects. These 300 languages and 3,000 dialects, they are unable to express the spiritual truth. Atma is Upadrashta because he is the real Sakshi, he is the real seer. But there will be question arise by the very fertile brain holder, some of my disciples. They will ask, how can Atma is a seer because the Atma has no eyes? Because they always, the fertile brain, their brain always search the doubts. Their brain is like a beggar search the coin in the street. The brain is search this type of unnecessary questions. I said to already, your languages and dialect, they are not sufficient to express this truth, because this truth is beyond the languages, beyond the words and beyond your imaginations. But what can that Guru do? Because if any person is do not able to speak or able to hear, dumb and deaf, so how can you teach a dumb and deaf? This whole world is dumb and deaf in this subject. So Sadguru takes some words like symbols. Even the Atma has no eye. How can he see? But in your language, the Atma is the knower of all your activities, because Sarvadhi Sakshi Hutam. He is impartial seer. He do not feel sorrow or pleasure, but he can a impartial witness from the millions of your birth, when this creation is start and when this creation will be destroyed, the Atma knows everything, but you have no language to conversate with the Atma. Because when a person stands in the awareness of the Atma or the knowing of the Atma, he transforms it into the Atma, and the world will disappear for that person. Even he is alive, even he is not die, but he avail everything by the physical body, mental body, causal body, sensory organs, but he is living in the miraculous stage of awakened enlightenment. It is not a subject of understanding, but the masters are helpless in this field. There is no need of any discourse. The best seeker only enlightened by the very slight signs, as a dumb and deaf person can understand the signs. The shine, it means the indications. My dear friend, even the Master Krishna knows that it cannot be expressed by the languages. But he is using the language of Sanskrit. Maybe the Sanskrit is the very, very closest language and very convenient language to express this spiritual truth. So Atma is the only highest witness. So he is called Upadrashta. Upadrashta, it means the very nice seeker. Sometimes the seekers and master understand. When they feel some trouble in this world, some solutions comes. Some solutions comes from inside, touched by the Atma. So here is Krishna is telling the giver of that solutions what must we do and what must not we do. If you put a non-vegetarian food in front of master never eat. Even he can die by the hunger, but he will not eat. Who is telling this solution or this decision? So the real decision giver and real guidance giver, that by your central level Atma is called Anumanta. Anumanta, it means the giver of the permission. What must we do and what must not we do? My dear friends, this stanza is telling that Atma is the Bharta. Bharta, Bhokta, Maheshwara. Bharta, how he is the Bharta? You know, Everybody you know. A dead body cannot digest any food, fruit juice or milk or anything. If you put the one glass of orange juice in the mouth of the dead body, the dead body cannot absorb that juice. The dead body cannot digest that juice. So it is simply to prove that only a live person can run their digestive system. So it proves that the presence of the life, the presence of the Atma only can do the nutrition, and the capability only the presence of the life, that is the form of Atma's consciousness, can capable to have the pranas. Otherwise the pranas cannot be stay in the body, then pranas cannot be stay in the body become dead body. So it is proof that only alive body and only alive person, only the person who has the equilibrium with the Atma and the physical, micro and causal body, they all make an equilibrium at a relationship as an effect, so they can capable to have anything, they can digest the food, they can produce the energy, they can run the transportation system of the body, the blood vascular system, the heart pumping, the brain working, the neural system, the muscle system. Every system can be run by the presence of the existence Atma. You believe or not believe. In this earth, no scientist is here. They can alive the dead body. Nobody can do this. Even the scientist knows the fertilization process can only possible in the two living particles of the life. Maybe spermatogenesis or maybe oogenesis. And then after the spermatogenesis and oogenesis, the sperm and ovum fuse each other. That process is called fertilization. And if the sperm is die or ovum is die, fertilization cannot be held. So science and physiology automatically prove this fact that Atma is only the capacitor and capability to hold the life instrument that is called the body. A person who knows about the embryology, they knows that after fertilization, the gastrula and blastula and morula and division of epidermis, mesodermis and endodermis, and the development and manufacture and producing the different organs and the systems of the body, they are comes gradually. In all the process of this development, there is a main role is the live mother, alive mother. If a mother is dead, the embryo will be dead. If the embryo will be dead and mother is alive, so no any food substance can re-alive that embryo. That is only one alternative of miscarriage. So you can see the not mother and not embryo can save themselves. Only the existence which is presenting there in the form of the life can be save them. And you can see the placenta supply all the nutrient to the embryo that comes from the mother, and that coming and supplying and nutrition both are depend on the life. So it is the proof the capacitor and the nutrient of everyone, and that is the Atma. And now the Krishna is telling, by this character of the Atma, he is the Bharta. In the Sanskrit, the Bharta has some more meanings. The husband is called Bharta in India because in the normal practices, the husband earn the money and run the family. In the Bharta, the father is the Bharta of the children. So, the God is our greatest master and greatest father. So you believe or not believe, the God is only the base of our living here. The God is only the base of all the nutrition and digestive system and all the systems. Now, my disciple is asking me a question before 1 hour. He told me after enlightenment, I think that I will die. I told her that is your illusion. Nobody die after enlightenment. That is the big misunderstanding in the Western countries. After the Atma Jnana, person will die, and they are spreading this propaganda to save the other religions because they have nothing to oppose the Atma Jnana, so they making this propaganda. Nobody die after Atma Jnana. The Rama get Atma Jnana by the Vasishtha Rishi when he was 8-year-old child. I asked the question, the Rama is died? No. The Krishna is get Atma Jnana, the Krishna is died. The Prahlada is take Atma Jnana in the age of 6. The Prahlada has governed his capital 50,000 years. The Bhagavatam says, Prahlada is not died. The Dhruva also get the Atma Jnana in the childhood, and after his father, he was governed his capital and the territory many thousand years. So the Dhruva is died. The Kabir, Nanak, Dadu, Paltu, Ravidas, They are all enlightened person. They are all Atma-Jnani person. They are died? No, they are not died. Even they availing all the pleasure of this body, they are better test taker of the food, because they are no hurry, no worry, no dilemma, no haste. They are taking the food with the great pleasure and feeling everything taste, and they are feeling everything wet thousands times more than a fool person. So when a person gets the Atma Jnana, he can avail this nature very well in comparison to others. When an Atma Jnani give the love to his family members, nobody can give that love like them. When the Atma Jnani care his children, no father can care the children like Atma Jnani. A mother is Atma Jnani, like the Chundala, like the Gargi, like the Maitri, like the Madalsa. These are all enlightened mother. They are millions times more than general mothers. So Krishna is telling here, the Atma is the availer in the form of the Jiva, because after the enlightenment, the body is remaining, senses is remaining, the experience and thrill is remaining, the pleasure is remaining, the pain, the sorrow, the tension, the dilemma, all the negative things they will remove, but the pleasure is remaining. Then who will avail this pleasure? So the Atma Jnani avail the pleasure many times more than you. In the next part of this stanza, the Krishna is telling to Arjuna, because that Atma, because that existence is the master of all living beings and all God and Goddess, even he is the master of Brahma, so he called the Maheshwara. Maheshwara, it means the gods of the God, God of the gods. All the God and Goddess, they are seems like a servant in front of the Atma Jnani. Because the Atma Jnani is the greatest God. He is even more than the creator Brahma and Agni and Varun and Indra, etc. So, the Atma Jnani is Maheshwara. And totality in this stanza, the Krishna wants to say that the purest and pure Satchidananda Paramatma is living in you in the form of your Atma. Let me conclude this discourse after telling some things more about the Atma and the Sadguru. In this world, nothing is Maya, only Paramatma and Paramatma, like in the ocean, the water and water and water, no waves, no bubbles, no other things. So in the sight of the Jnani, in the view of enlightened person, there is no Maya, there is no world, only the God existence is living everywhere. But ignorant person, a person who is befull in the Maya, there is only Maya, there is no God. As a poet see the beauty in the world, but other cannot see like that. As a butcher see only the flesh in the animals and birds, he do not see the beauty in the animals and the world. So my dear friend, the master is only Upadrashta among of you, because he knows the Brahma Satchidananda. So the master is our real soul. Because you are not knowing, master is knowing. And after the knowing Atma Jnana, you will see that master your Atma. So my dear friend, you see yourself in the Sadguru. Sadguru is the existing form of the Satchidananda Paramatma in front of you. And please, Anumanta, without the permission of Sadguru, do not do anything. If you do anything without the permission of Sadguru, the 100% that will be push you in the Maya, that not will help you to pull out from the Maya. So in this life cycle, in the path of the life, you have to take the support of the Sadguru, and you must be obey the order of the Sadguru, that is called Anumanta. You are availing the millions type of material which is input of your sensory organs, but you are still hungry. Your hunger is not satisfied. Your hunger of seeing, your hunger of doing, your hunger of smiling, your hunger of touching, your hunger of physical relationship is not satisfied from the millions of the worth. But if you will listen the discourses of the Sadguru, and if you love the voice of the Sadguru, and if you go in the meetings of the Sadguru, and you will follow the solitary condition, and when you are alone, you follow the teachings of the Sadguru, then you will see your hungers will be removed, the satisfaction will come, and you can pleasant with the very small availability of your needs. Then my dear friend, I want to say the master can only satisfy you by his love, because you have no love in your life. You have the diagram of the love, and the diagram of the lamp cannot be spread the light. So master is the real love. Master is equal to 1 million mother's love. Why are you coming again and again in this earth? Because you have not achieved the real love of mother. You want to come again in different wombs, because the mother's love always incomplete with you. Master will give you the complete love of the mother. then you will be satisfied and never come in this earth. Master can give you the real love of your friend. Your master will give you the love divine love of existence. So that love stream can satisfy you, and the satisfaction will remove your desires, and the removal of the desires, then you will not come on the earth, because the desires is the base of your regeneration, rebirth and death. So you will be jump out from the death and birth cycle by the love of the master. So master's love is the milk of the spiritual mother. So it is, the master is called the great nutrition. And because the master put you in his boom of spiritual development, so master is called the great caretaker and great capacitor like a mother. The master is only availor, and master is only taking everything from you, even your thoughts, even your sentiments, even your mind, even your intellect, even your ego. So master destroy all these things. They are the hurdles in your path of enlightenment. So master is called the bhokta, because the master eat all these things. Master eat your subjective sensations, your wishes, your dilemmas, your phobias, many impressions of the life. So that nobody is greater availor than the master. The Krishna dance with the gopis because they want to transmit the love in their lovers and the seekers, and they want to remove their pains and the deficiency of the love. They want to put, the Krishna want to put the supreme divine love in the gop and gopis for their liberation. So when the gop and gopis, they are very satisfied with the love of Krishna, so they say the Udho, we do not know the Jnana, we are already love the Krishna, and the love is the supreme power of transformation. My dear friend, because the Sadguru is give you the supreme saturation. So Krishna is called the Rasa Avatara, the ocean of the pleasure and the mercy. And Krishna is removed all the sadness in the from the life of the gop and gopis, and the sink in the Atmananda, sink in the pleasure of the Atma Jnana. So Sadguru, Paramatma can do like that. Nobody can do like that. Do not take it otherwise. Because the love of Sadguru is a divine love that is not love like you. The love of Sadguru is not the water of the gutter. The love of Sadguru is the water of the Mansarovara and the Ganga of sky. Sky Ganga. Akash Ganga. My dear friend, the Sadguru is the master of all universes. So he is Param Atma, he is Maheshwara. Even he is greater than Brahma. And all God and Goddess, Indras, your hypothetical goddess, gods. So Sadguru is the total supreme power, supreme master. So Krishna is telling here, Sadguru is a Maheshwara. if you see the Sadguru like a person or like a body, that you will be miss your chance of Atma Jnana. I want to say to you, your Atma is the Paramatma. You are all living God, but you are sleeping God, and Sadguru is awakened God. So Sadguru want to awake you in the God presence, and that is the motive and teachings of this stanza. I want to pray to God, Sadguru, Paramatma, that you will get this ultimate liberation of Atma Jnana. Thank you very much. Love you very much.